Yeah, absolutely. I don't know whether I put that in the criteria stuff anywhere, but in this particular genre, because it's a story about you personally, it would be very disjointed to say the participant learned about such and such. I learned about such and such. Yeah, definitely. Lots of first person, lots of active voice as well. So in the actual experiment, a lot of you have written well in that sort of passive voice, past tense, scientific-y voice. But for the purposes of the portfolio, as I say, it's a story about you told from your perspective. So it makes sense to write it that way. Okay, so I've muted the microphone. As you can see, the chat's coming up and it tells me whether there's chat on its way.
Yeah.
If someone's typing, there's nobody at the moment, but
Yeah.
So there's a lot of just silence and waiting because they should really, and they were earlier on, talk on the microphone themselves.
Oh, really?
Because it's quite easy.
Do they
from
have
their
the same
end.
microphone like this
They
one?
wouldn't have this fancy one probably. I've got this for making videos and stuff, but the microphone that's built into most laptops would be adequate for the purpose. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. There's things being typed, but nothing popping up just yet. So
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So, well, I guess you can all see the chat, so I don't need to reiterate what the question is. But yeah, so your pedagogy and assessment, it's kind of in the weekly reports, in the weekly collections, it's been a matter of your reflection. So saying, this is what I experienced like a student, and now this is how I would teach it as a teacher. So this is the pedagogy I would use. So the pedagogy doesn't mean necessarily just how you would tell them the concept. It's what learning activities would you have the students do. Excuse me. It's a little bit about how might you do it differently from how I did it, or how Ben and Gordon did it if you went to the campuses live. And so it's about, what would the learning experience be like for the students? And a number of you used your own children as guinea pigs in the experiments as well. And I really enjoyed reading those stories of, my child did this and really enjoyed this piece, but it was a bit confused by that piece and so on. And then your assessment, both formative and summative. So, talk about how you're going to know that the students know.